Good morning, students. Today, let us begin the explanation of the lesson 10, a poetic mood and lack of food. Already have given you overall gist about this lesson in the previous class. So today, part by part, we'll begin the explanation of this lesson. Please follow me along with your book. Please open the page 76. When a needy man approaches a poet for a job, the man has a choice to make. So in the early class I told you, we have two characters here, mainly that is Kunj Bihari, a poet, and Bashambad, a poor man. So when this needy man, the Bashambad, approaches Kunj Bihari, he has to make a choice. And what type of choice is that? Should he overpraise the poet and impress him? As all these things are part of our life situation. No, he was thinking whether this Bashambad was thought whether to make that by overpraising Kunj Bihari, he has to get his work done or not. These are the two choices that he has. To impress him and get a job and daily food for him. Or should he be frank and not worry about what happens next? So another choice is, one choice is overpraise him and get the work to be done. Or he has another choice is be frank enough and not worry about what happens next. Means be open and tell about his need, and whatever result is, he has to accept it. So these are the two types of choice that is in front of Bashambad, means this poor needy man when he approached the Kunj Bihari. So let us see the play ahead. So you have on page 77, the main characters 3 are given there. So as the play opens, we have the already presence of Kunj Bihari and Bashambad. Okay, let us read. The eminent poet Kunj Bihari and Bashambad. So eminent poet means a famous poet. So we have the conversation between both Kunj Bihari and Bashambad. So that is what we have to just go through this here. Kunj Bihari, what brings you here? So he asked Bashambad after seeing him, what is that brings you here? What made you to come here? Bashambad, sir, I can't support myself anymore. So he explains that he cannot support himself anymore. Moshai. Moshai is a Bengali term used for a gentleman. Normally while they speak, they address this way, Moshai. And you know that this particular play is originally made in Bengali language. So from there it was a translation for the English. Okay, that job you had spoken of. So he is just reminding, yes Moshai, that job which you have earlier once you had mentioned. So from here we can make out Kunj Bihari and Bashambad has met earlier also. Kunj Bihari, agitated. No, he was getting a little irritated. He was not paying much attention. Job? So he is asking, job? What job? No, as if he has never, he just not even remembering. Who speaks of jobs on such a beautiful Shararat day? So Shararat is a season, mostly you will find autumn season. In Bengali they say Shararat. No, Shararat. Or Sharat. It's probably Sharat. No, Sharat day is an autumn season, and in Bengali they call it Sharat. Okay, so he is telling, who speaks about such a beautiful autumn day, Sharat day, who speaks about this job? Bashambad, sir, nobody willfully speaks of such things, but when pangs of hunger, he couldn't complete it. So he is telling, no sir, nobody will speak. Willfully means deliberately, no, knowingly nobody will speak about this type of jobs and all. But he says, but when pangs of hunger means stomach ache caused by hunger. He was so poor man, he had nothing to eat. He said, nobody knowingly, willfully, nobody will speak. But because of the hunger, is the situation has arised me to speak. Kunj Bihari, pangs of hunger. So he was surprised to hear that word. Chi chi, for shame. That's despicable thing to speak of. Don't mention it again. So being a rich man, this Kunj Bihari was unable to bear even that name, pangs of hunger. Despicable means extremely unpleasant. He says this is not the time at all to speak about all these type of things. No, chichi. It's a kind of aversion towards that type of words. Then, and he also warned him not to speak again. Bashambad, as you say, sir, I shan't mention it again. No, I shall not mention it again. As you say. But it always comes to my mind. But then he says, but what to do? I will not speak, but always it comes to my mind. Kunj Bihari, what's this you say? What are you saying? Bashambad Babu, I'm just saying, what are you saying like this? Always comes to mind. What do you mean by that? Even on such a calm, silent, beautiful evening. So the very words we can make out the poet is using his poetical. He is in the mood of poetical mood and he is speaking all those such words. And even on this type of day you are speaking about this type of words. Bashambad, yes sir. It haunts me indeed. Haunts me means troubles constantly. It is not that he want to bring that thought to my mind, his mind, but it comes. At this time, it makes itself felt even more urgently. Then he says, at this time, the point of time that I am speaking to, it comes more urgently, in great need. Long back at 10:30, I swallowed a few morsels of rice before setting out in search of a job. I haven't eaten anything since. Oh, see, he says that long back at 10:30, because already it is evening hours, and he says that time I had a few morsels, a few mouthful of rice, and that is only thing that I have eaten, and now it has become long back that. So from then onwards he has never eaten anything. Kunj Bihari, so what if you haven't eaten? So he is asking a question to him. What is that if you have not eaten the whole day? Bashambad silently scratches his head. Scratches his head. Just he was not able to understand. So he keep on scratching his head silently without uttering a single word. Don't you feel in this Sharat moonlight that human beings don't have to consume food like animals in order to survive? So according to Kunj Bihari, he says, in this moonlight, this already going to set and already going to be evening and then followed by night. This time you are speaking about hunger for the food of the human beings, and even not even the animals need to survive with all this kind of food during this time. As if one could pass one's life quite happily by savoring this moonlight alone, or the nectar of flowers, or spring breeze. Again he is bringing his poetical mood of words. So he is saying, I don't think anybody is required to survive food for this part of the time. To savoring means enjoying, to enjoy this beautiful moonlight and the moonlight alone and the nectar of flowers, the honey that is produced from the flowers and plant, and which is made by the bees. He said, all this time who require, and this gentle breeze, enjoy that instead of thinking about the hunger of the physical body. Bashambad timidly, in low voice. Timidly means nervously, became so nervous. First of all, he was a poor man. Sir, life might well pass away in this fashion. but it would not survive. One need to consume something more. He said, that's all right. What you are speaking about the moonlight and the nectar of flowers, all that is okay. But it will go slowly, it will pass away. But it is necessary also to survive, to live in this world, to exist in this world. We human beings or me, we have to consume, we have to eat something. Then only we can survive in this world. Kunj Bihari angrily, no, he got so anger, became so upset. Go and consume that stuff. Then he said, then you go and eat what the things which you are speaking about. Go stuff yourself with fistfuls of rice, dal and chorchori. Chorchori is a mixed vegetables prepared in Bengal. No, Bengali way of preparation. This place is out of bounds for you. Out of bounds for you means a place where one is not allowed. This is not the place that like you people to enter. You get lost with this and go and eat some rice and some dal and chorchori. Bashambad. Where can those things be found? No, he is so much excited. He said, where can I find those things? Dal and rice and chorchori. I will go there and I will get it. Moshe, humbly he was asking, I'll go there right away. Observing that Kunj Babu had flown into a range. He understood, he became very angry. By seeing his situation, he said, you tell me, I will go and get that right now. Kunj Babu, you are quite right. Just savoring the air in this garden is enough to fill one's stomach. One does not feel like eating anything. So by seeing the angry of the person, Kunj Bihari, poor man, he told, okay, those things, by no need of consuming all those things, by only just enjoying savoring, enjoying this garden, enough. There is no need for anybody to eat anything. Kunj Bihari, I am happy to hear you say that. So now Kunj Bihari is quite happy when he agreed what he said. Now you are speaking like a true human being. He said, now you became a true human being. You are speaking something sense. No, you have you using your sense to speak. Come, let's step out. Now already they were inside the room. Now he said, come, let us go out. Why remain indoors when we have access to such a garden? When we have outlet to go to such a beautiful garden, why should we remain inside? Let us step out and go into the garden. So this is a first part of your textbook explanation. Now we have a question to think about when we till next second part we begin the explanation. Please think about it. Pick out two words that tell us the evening is quiet and peaceful. So read again and find out this evening and evening is quite a peace and restful. Two words you will find in this first part. Find out, and by this time please read it. We'll wait for the next part of the explanation of the lesson. Thank you.